Hello, hello. We'll share some concepts that you never heard of or never thought of. You might think that it's a big load of bullshit, but I'll share it anyway. Do you know why some big companies are growing faster and bigger? Is because you give them your mind energy. So everything you see and you experience is a mind. It's information. Some people stop at the thought of we are energy. We are all energies. It's true, but this energy comes from a mind. It's information. It's like, let's say, simulation theory. It's getting close, but it does not explain you how God created everything from a thought, which is information. Like a thought, which is a plan, ideas that contain information that together made this complex world that you experience. And your world is different than my world. We're like a cloud of information, independent cloud of information that connects with other clouds of information that are all part of the same thought, that have kind of a, or maybe the same mind, that have different thoughts. And you are a thought of God, the other person is a thought of God, and similar thoughts with different realities connecting together form a little world, part of this big mind. Anyway, so coming back to our real world, which you experience, I experience in my way. If you put your mind power and focus into something, it will grow. Let's say if you think of Google, you use Google every day, and few other millions of users, maybe a billion of users are using Google. The power of Google grows because you put your focus on Google when they provide you with their services, either maps or maybe search engines or browser, regardless. Same thing when you use your Apple phone. Your mind focus, and your time is also a precious resource that comes from your life force. The way you experience life force, you might experience life force as a material thing, as something that you feel and touch, you experience, but it's also information. So that life force is being used on different things: your hate, your love, your time, your labor, stuff like that, your emotions, and depends where you put that mind, the focus, it grows or it can destroy things. You put your mind into, let's say, your kid, the kid receives some of that life force from you, and if you put it with love, the kid will grow and will flourish, will get better health. The same thing when you think of someone with love, someone who needs health, that person will receive your love telepathically and it will get better. And let's say you work for a company and you worship the CEO, the board of directors and stuff like that. The company and the power of those people you worshipped, they grow. Same thing if when you worship Jesus, the power of Jesus will grow. When some people are worshiping evil, power of evil grow. That's why people have to think, what I'm worshiping, am I doing good? If I do something good, maybe I worship something constructive. And also depends what type of good, what God I worship. Uh, and people think, what's my advantage if I worship Jesus? Am I getting something in return? Some people are like that. Other people just worship Jesus out of love, out of respect. It's like you worship your king, and it's an unconditional love. Other people worship the king out of fear, so they are concerned that if they don't do it, something will happen to them. Other people, like I said, they have lots of gratitude for their king, but at the same time, the king grows in powers. The more people worship that king, the more power the king will have over the kingdom. Same thing in a company. You worship, like I said, your boss, your workplace. The company grows through your time. So you put your life force into that company. If you look at the companies where the leadership is not really pleasant, people kind of try to do their bare minimum, and the company is kind of stagnating. Also, but there are companies that grow by stealing their employees, their workers, and their customers' resources. And those are evil companies. And if you look at the companies, what they put out to the world, generally it's evil stuff. Let's say some processed food companies. If you look at their workforce, they are not happy people working in a production assembly line, packaging line, or whatever. They are not really happy people. They are just robots being extorted of their life force. And what that company put out, it's a bad product. It's a product that leads others to destruction. And if you look at the top people in the company, they do well, but they are agents of evil. And when you look at other companies, companies that they do well, but the product improve people's lives. And I'm not talking about your Apple phone, because Apple phone depends what you use it, how you use it, what is the use. It can be used by evil as a interface to model your mind. But if you look at some other products that actually help people lead a better life, a constructive life, help people to express their talent, help people to express gratitude for others, gratitude to love, like help people to lift their spirits and help them to grow spiritually. If you look at those companies' leaders, they are more spiritual people, and people who put passion and love into that company, who are dedicated to that company, are happier folks. Like they go to work, and they express their God-given talent. So find those companies and focus on those companies instead of focusing on Coca-Cola, tobacco. Like if you look at the tobacco employees, guess what? They are not the happiest people, because they are just surviving, and they are being sucked out of life force. They go there and they do something they don't really love. Who you think loves what they do in that company? So that's the thing. It's important. What you worship, it will get power out of, because of your mind, because of your time focus. And buying their product is money coming out of your life force. The time, energy you spend to get the money, which is energy in your world, is being used to pay that service or product. So you grow that company just by focusing on it. So China is growing. Why? Because everyone is talking about China. Made in China, made in China. Everything is made in China. So China, it grows not only because they sell you products, so you give some of your life force to Chinese products, but also your mind, your focus goes to this world, China. China grows. Yeah, bye-bye. Love you.